Hi guys, welcome back to T-A-HUNTERZ. In this episode I'm going to be using my airarms ultimate sporter to take on a few squirrels in this great big woodland here. This woodland is actually owned by a little old lady, which is about 600 yards down there. She's got a great big manor house, and what's happening, the squirrels are coming in from this woodland, coming into her garden and just digging it all up and causing absolute mayhem. Also, they're getting into the getting onto the roof, getting in the rafters and causing a bit of damage with the wiring in the house. So she's asked me to come in here and just try and knock numbers down if I can. Also, she said that this wood has never been shot in before, so happy days. So at the minute I've got a feeder that's been up and running now for about 2 weeks, and I've got my hide down there as well. So I'll go down there now, check it out, make sure it's not empty or nothing like that, and if it's all good I'll come back tomorrow morning and nice and early, and I'll do this shoot. So right, I arrived at the feeder. Here we go. There it is. It's a little bit battered, like all my feeders. Well used. You can see the squirrel's been getting in there, trying to smash it to bits. Also, we've got a few peanuts left at the bottom. I've been topping up every 3 days, and yeah, I'm hoping there's a few in the area. Also, just to check on them, how many we got? We've got the trail camera there. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take that home and just go through the dates and the times these squirrels have been coming out and having their breakfast. I don't normally use this method of shooting with the trail cameras, but one of my best mates, Andrew from Man Bushcraft, absolutely legend. Check him out if you ain't already. He's tried this before and it absolutely works like a treat. So any tips he's going to give me, I'm going to do, because he's got quite a lot of knowledge when it comes to hunting. Just over my shoulder over there, we've got the hide there. Oops, there. So go and check that out. That is 20 metres away. Ideal distance to be shooting these squirrels. It ain't nothing special, it's just that all it is, got a bit of netting, a couple of rods. We've got the holly bush there for a backdrop, so I should blend in. Inside there we've got an old broken log, or whatever that is. I'm going to stick my bean bag on there to keep my bum away from the damp floor. Also got a tripod there as well, look. So that is the area I'll be shooting from. So all good, and I'm going to come back tomorrow morning about 6 o'clock, half 6, 7, and continue this shoot. Once I got home, a quick look through the trail camera, and we've got a few magpies coming to the feeder. There is quite a lot of magpies in the area. Also, can't forget, we've got the beautiful jay. Also, there's plenty of them around the area. We've got some birds, and then we have this horrible little critter. This is what I'm here for, to take on these little vermins, the grey squirrel. So right, got myself set up nice and early in the morning. It was about 7:15, and it roughly takes me about 10 minutes to set up in the hide. Once I'm all set up, all I've got to do now is wait for these squirrels to come in. You do carry quite a lot of gear once out hunting. The most important thing I like to use is my bean bag, because you're going to be sitting there for a few hours. You need to be really comfy. And the rifle I've got today is my airarms ultra sporter. This is a 177 on a sub 12 foot-pound. The range is roughly 20 metres away from the feeder to the hide. So all I've got to do now, like I said, is sit and wait for these squirrels to turn up. So right, once settled down, I've got a probably about 50-minute wait for the first squirrel to come in. But in the meantime, I'm going to watch these songbirds come and go and have their first meal of the day. And we don't have to wait too long. I've just spotted a squirrel right at the back of the woodland, heading in to the feeder. Right, here we go. We've got the first squirrel arriving at the feeder. There's a little bit of flick on the tail here because there is another squirrel in the area, and he's a little bit agitated to who gets to the feeder first. But it looks like his big dominant male gets there before the other one does. Right, as you can see, that was a nice, perfect shot. Had it straight between the eyes. I know it's quite graphical with all the blood pouring out of his head. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm here for, to try and keep numbers down for the landowner. Right, I had about a 10-minute wait here. The other squirrel decided to shoot off after taking that one out. But I'm sure he'll be back. But instead, we've got some pheasants coming in. These are a beautiful bird, and the pheasant season is over. But I'm not really here to target them. I'm here to target the squirrels, as I just spotted. Just behind the pheasant now, you just see one coming in. So I'm just going to quick get the rifle ready and wait for him to approach. Right, you'll notice once shooting this squirrel, it gripped onto the feeder. It ain't because they're still alive, it's because the pellet is smashed straight for the head and the brain is shutting down. Right, here we go. We've got the squirrel number 3 make his way to the feeder. These squirrels normally come in first thing in the morning, especially when they're shooting off a feeding station like this. You don't really see them during the day. You might get the odd 1 or 2 come back, but a lot of the time they'll be on the floor scavenge or burying other food. But they do normally come back roughly about 3 hours before it gets dark to have their nighttime lunch. But having a trail camera up as well is a good method to use when working out the time and the date that these squirrels come in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly wait for him to settle down. Once he does, crosshairs go on the side of the head. We take him out with a nice headshot. Right, as you can see, the rifle I'm using, airarms ultimate spotter, is very, very accurate when doing this kind of job. The pellets I'm using are QYS's pellets. They are 8.4 grain. Once putting the pellets through this rifle becomes very, very accurate, especially when taking out headshots on these squirrels. Right, we've got this squirrel, a little bit agitated, flickering of the tail, because we've got 2 dominant squirrels trying to fight who owns this feeder. This one here seems to settle down on the bottom of the tree. And a little bit too long for his choice. So crosshairs on the head, and the QYS pellet smashes straight through his head. Right, the fish squirrel did not hang about, he was literally gone. But I'm just going to go and check these out. Make sure they're properly dispatched. Right, he decided to shoot off. But I've noticed that we've got a wood pigeon up there. Yes. We've got him. He's just landed over there. So wait a minute, I want to go and check him out. squirrels come back. Right, as you can see, quite a lot of flickering of the tail. This squirrel is very, very nervous and very agitated. In the day, I will be as well. So all I'm going to do now is wait for him to settle down on top of that feeder, and once he finishes scratching, this flea-ridden little vermin will join the rest of his mates on the floor. God, don't have to wait too long on that one. Literally got him, got the wood pigeon, and then got the squirrel in a space of about just over a minute. So that doesn't happen a lot. So cool. Right, what I'll do, I'm going to leave it for another half hour. Getting a little bit bored now, to be honest. I don't think nothing else is going to come out. Well, after sitting here for about another half hour, I realised that the squirrels weren't coming back out to play, so I decided to call it a day, put the rifle away now, and stretch my old legs, get up, and see how I got on with the squirrels. So right, really happy with that. 5 squirrels and a wood pigeon. Really good day. Well happy how it worked out. I think the lady owner to this beautiful garden will be really happy what I've done for her. I will be coming back here maybe in the summertime, which is a few months away, and we'll give it a second go. I just want to say thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, well as I have making this video for you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep yourself safe, and I'll see you on the next one.